As every live stream starts, I think starts with me saying I think we're live. Let's wait for a few more people to join. If you're watching, if you're here, please say hello so I know we're live. And as always, let me know if the sound is fine. Not too loud, not too quiet. More Rage Forest on the menu today. Pretty excited for our first game. We've got Memb, not a caster that I see play very frequently. Sounds good? Okay, perfect. And yeah, we'll just wait a minute or two for more people to join, and then we'll... Hi, Brian. I'm glad you managed to catch it right from the beginning today. I mean, I think we're live. Okay, let's get started. These games aren't exactly, short games, so I'll just arrange my phone so I can keep up with the chat, and away we go. So we've got a bunch of interesting teams here. Let's start with Team South here in yellow. Memb with two telltale bushes showing us that he is playing the Gurjaras. You just saw Jonathan Long. Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you started playing after 20 years. This game is amazing. You sound like you're around my age then and have around my experience. I played this in the late 90s, early 2000s. Let me know what your favorite map, what your favorite type of game was. So we have Memb in yellow. Again, I'm excited I could catch him playing any kind of game. Been watching his casts for years. Buddy playing as the orange Vietnamese. And Doran playing as the red Mangyars. And to top off Team South, we've got Shulk playing as the Cumans. So remember, what the Cumans do for their teammates is their walls are 33%, or rather their palisades are 33% chunkier. Team North, starting with Sito as the Koreans in gray. One of the best, I think, civs if you're going to have a good siege team. King Marv, yet again in the supporting. How does King Marv always somehow spawn in a supporting position? Now, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. It's just always fascinating how he's always spawning. He's never at the edge. He's never the one taking the brunt of the military force. Although right now he is. With Andorin moving forward with a scout, but the villager will be able to shoo him away. Continuing on our journey of exploration, Motastic. One of the funnest names I've seen in a while, playing as the Goths. We'll see how he handles that civilization. And King Boo. Where's the carrot? Okay, one of the reasons I like King Boo is that he has that carrot in front of his name. I don't know exactly what the name of that. Anyway, he's playing Burmese, but what's the I don't think it's a clan. Is there like a carrot clan? I have no idea. And any of an orange now pinging here, saying to yellow, to Mem, come over here. Mem with a more safe, more secure wall off closer to his base. His camel will attack this teal scout, and now it's a 2-on-1, but purple has managed to wall this off. I mean, purple really has no choice. He has to wall off here unless he wants to get super duper aggro and wall here. Anything further back, take a look how close he is to his base. Luring multiple boars is our purple Beastmaster. Boars dying left, right, and center. Oh, is it linked to your... I mean, I know that in games like Castle Build Automatic and things like that, it is linked to your player number. I didn't realize it was the case in Rage Forest as well. Teal, nice and nice little lake here. Could fit a good amount of docks here to get as much fishing as possible. Will reduce the need for villagers. Green also with a nice lake here. Sito. Take a look at this incredibly aggressive wall off by Sito. Basically took control of this entire chunk of land. We'll see what he can do with it, what he decides to plop down. Shulk building a dock. Memb has not yet built a dock over here. Maybe he'll let his teammate build it. But our red Magyar also building a dock here to the back. For now, the players continue carving up the map. A lot less villager on villager violence than we normally see. Purple again here. Memb securing this entrance into his base. Teal not helping at all. Motastic, you have to be a bit of a more Motastic partner to your teammates. Send a villager, do something. Help Purple out. Purple here is bearing the brunt of the construction projects with these wall-offs. Does manage to keep a few villagers close by, which is nice, but the question is, now what do you do with this villager? Memb pinging this location. Blue pinging his own location. Not too sure why. No action happening here. So let's zoom out. Let's take a look at this actual map. On the eastern frontier, we basically have two avenues of attack between blue and gray, between Shulk and Cito, between blue and green, between Shulk and King Marv, who now looks like he's creating a secondary wall off with houses. And then on the western portion, we basically have a bit of a contested area with multiple entrance and entry points, which orange and purple have both managed to wall off. Although I think, yeah, okay, yeah, no, he added this one here, did orange. So Buddy sees all the angles. Again, Teal trying, oh, okay, Teal's busy beast mastering 3 different wild boars. More villagers moving forward, should be able to gun them down one by one as they come. Oh, this one turns around quickly, does get it, does Motastic. Okay, so he's been pretty Motastic in getting that food count up, but unfortunately he has not helped Purple at all. King Boo basically on his own here. And let's see, these are some big pieces of land that the players have carved for themselves. Now Shulk is going beast mode, rather beast master. For some reason the wild boars are just stopping. Will be able to, oh no, I thought he would catch I thought he would catch up with this one villager. But no, what is Memb doing? Memb also luring boars. Any more left here? No, there's just this one angry looking wolf. Okay, now Memb is taking the water as well. Shulk, our blue team South Cumin, first to reach feudal. This is interesting. Basically, almost everyone has a lake here. 3 players, 1, 2, 3 to the south. Does purple? No, and only 2. No, 1, 2, 3 to the north. Interesting. So we'll see who in this game of magical lake chairs gets shut out from having any kind of lake. Cito first on his team to reach feudal. Let's take a look at his resources. Looks like he's going up fast castle. Yes, he absolutely is. 100 food, 10 gold away. Once he finishes this market and blacksmith, should be immediately able to go up. Motastic basically in the same position here, also going fast castle. I'm taking a look at Team South. Nobody yet ready to go up. Memb still a minute away from feudal. Andorin about 35 seconds, and Buddy. So Team North here pressing the gas, getting up to feudal light years ahead of Team South. We'll see if that plays any kind of role, or whether that's just a function of getting more boars and getting more food earlier on. Haha, Purple does not want to have to deal with a 2-on-1, instead choosing to wall off his entire wall with a secondary stone wall. Oh, yeah, no, Brian, absolutely. They make it look so easy sometimes, and sometimes they screw up, and, you know, the Age of Empires community does have, you know, it has its shares of trolls and negative people who will laugh and LOL, but honestly, luring 3 boars is not easy. Absolutely not easy, especially when you're also building defenses, especially when you're also growing your settlement. It's not like they're only doing one thing at a time. These players are trying to multitask 10 different things. One scout has been let out to try to tickle away at the HP of these palisade walls. But again, take a look at their HP, 333. And that's because this guy's on their team, Shulk as the Cumins. Otherwise, it would just be the basic 250 that Team North has. Nikov did 8. Somebody on my in one of my videos posted that Slam did more than 9. That's just incredible. Although I did see a recent video of Slam where he basically tried to lure a bunch of boars, created out of palisade gates, a little containment area. But right as the Boers were about to enter the containment area, they broke rank. They went back. It was very unfortunate. I think he did manage to get them in the end, but not into the contained area he wanted them to. Stonewall being built here for Orange as well. So these are very defensive actions. We've got a green, blue, red situation here to the east. Citeaux with the Siege Workshop and the Mangonel. I mean, what else does he have? Nothing. The classic question in Age of Empires. You can break into your opponent's base, but the question is, what are you going to do then? You've got one Mangonel. What the heck are you going to do with one Mangonel? Yeah, I can imagine that. That's just... that's absolutely bonkers. Okay. Red continuing to go. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 docks here for green, 2 docks for teal. Mem resting on 1 dock. Blue pinging over here saying, hey guys, I am under attack. There are villagers, there are scouts, there are Mangonels. Does Shulk have any military infrastructure? No, he is building a tower, not a good move. 1 villager derping out here, trying to go left, trying to go right. Actually, are there 2 villagers here? Yeah, look at that. There's 2 villagers stuck in the same little area here. Oh my god, a glitch in the Matrix, everybody. Neo and Trinity breaking out. But like I said, this tower is not going to really do much against 2 Mangonels, especially with villagers here to repair it. A monastery going down for our gray Korean, who continues to pump out siege units. What is he going up to? Another Mangonel for him. What's going on in the western frontier? A camel hacking away at a palisade wall, not going to accomplish anything. All the action is primarily focused here. Now, remember, the Koreans, as I said in the beginning, if you're going to go a siege based fight, you might want to have Koreans on your team. Basically, what they do is they reduce all the Mangonel minimum ranges to 1 from 3, which, believe me, is crazy. Yeah, it's that rave over here near that tower. Believe me, that is a very powerful bonus. But somehow Red has snuck into Green's base. How the hell did he get into here? Oh, this is how he got into here. Red snuck a villager. Andorin for the win here. Gonna contest the water with fire galleries. What is he building? Nothing yet, but has managed to get 3 knights into the back, and now a siege workshop. Okay. Team South here pulling in a little bit of a backstab while Shulk is basically getting destroyed here. Oh no, pulling out galleys. Yeah, you need cavalry here. This is not a time for ranged units. Your ranged units are not going to beat these Mangonels. Incredible backstab by Red, forcing Green to wall off anywhere and everywhere that he can. Fire ships starting to poke and prod away at these fishing ships. Has to defend this villager, though. She is incredibly important. Another town center going up for our blue cumin. Did not build his second one in feudal age. And now we've got a Mangonel. I don't know if this is stuck behind enemy lines. He built himself a little enclosure. Not too sure why blue isn't shelling away at this yet. Yeah, okay, finally started to. And now we've got a siege workshop here. A Mangonel coming out for Green. What does Green have to defend this? Literally nothing. He's got a fire ship and a galley. Oh, the fire ship must be here. Yeah, he must be fighting Red's aggression here. Fire ship, fire galley. Hi, your mom. Yeah, no, that was exactly my reaction. I was like, wow, a game with Mem, so I have to cast this because it's been what, 4 months since I started the channel. I have not been able to catch him playing a game just yet. And 4-on-4 Rage Forest is absolutely super duper fun, and Mem is obviously one of the best casters out there. Who doesn't love listening to him? Oh, he's got to kill this. Got to get rid of this Mangonel. Although Citeaux not really doing much with this Mangonel, kind of just like wonking. No, do not derp out. Don't go this way. That therein lies damnation. You do not want to go out there into the welcoming arms of 2 cavalrymen. More knights, more mangoes coming out from Team South with this amazing backstab, continuing to build fire galleys rather. Now Orange pressing forward, but does he have any actual army? He does not. He's got 1 scout cavalry. What is Mem building? Mem continuing to build. This is actually a pretty fascinating map. If you take a look at Orange, Orange is in a supporting position, right? He's in the middle. But because of the way the map spawned, it's actually Memb who is on the edge of the map who's actually in supporting position, right? Purple is much closer to orange than to yellow, which is fascinating. Sometimes you get these little, like I said, glitches in the matrix. Oh yeah, I mean, look, when I was playing Black Forest back in 20 years ago, just like Jonathan, when you started playing the game 20 years ago, in Black Forest, fishing ships were unheard of. Now, it's part of the standard meta and absolutely fantastic. Oh, what is... I thought Mem was going to do something cheeky here, but no, it's just a wolf attacking one of his villagers. Now Red's infrastructure finally coming under attack, but he will get bloodlines. He has done a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, it's cost him the focus on his economy. 41 villagers only for our Magyars. No, that is not where you want to be. Continuing to pump out knights, but now these Janissaries are going to shoo them away. 6 Janissaries can absolutely devastate these knights, and I guess Citeaux lost his mangonel here, a transport ship for some reason. I wonder if that was... Oh my god, we missed a brilliant move here by Shulk. Oh, it does manage to gun down the one villager hiding behind here. He must have transported his 2 scouts from the northern shores to the southern shores to get rid of his opponent's mangonel, though. Let's see if Citeaux... It is not 1-for-1, and now he's got to back away. Does blue, otherwise he's going to lose this part, or rather he's going to lose his 2 scout cavalry. This annoying scout cavalry still stuck in here demolishing palisades. Good luck to you. Rattan archers out with trebuchet support. Let's see if that's enough to reach this town center. Should be, I suspect. Very defensive castle going up here for teal. Green still, although now, yeah, with the thicker fire ships against the fire galleys, we'll be able to take out Memb. Pinging here, no doubt wants trade to start going up. Yeah, Jonathan, I know. Tell me about it. All of a sudden, you've got 42 civs. Almost no one plays deathmatch, and the meta is just completely different. But it's more fun, I think, than it's ever been, to be honest. And Citeaux now moving forward with 2. Has he been dislodged here yet? No, he is not. So he still has this one mangonel trapped in the back here. I think it's trapped. I think this is a wall off here. Shelling away at what? The dock? Okay. Red managed to... Okay, I thought he tiefed a relic with the flag there, but no, just one monk who is basically just waiting to die. The second he pops out, these Janissaries are going to demolish him. What the hell is this? I am in so much shock I started coughing. Look at this cheeky town center here for red. I mean, look, if you want any player behind enemy line, Magyar is a good civ to have back there. They are just an overall, in late stages of the game, super deadly. Start getting out cavalry archers, start getting out very fast units. Mem finally moving forward with a castle here, a supporting castle. Does he have an army? He does not. So Mem likely slinging his teammates, and like I said, even though he's in the furthermost position, he actually is in the supporting role here. 2 castles going up for him. Town center, I guess, did end up going down, but now what does purple have to defend against this? Absolutely nothing. Purple is booming. Purple is very confident that these walls can hold. All it takes is one onager to basically start shelling away at trees around you, and you are donezo. He is taking a huge risk, is purple. Although a few trebs and a few rattan archers, not exactly game ending. Let's pivot back to the east. Citeaux still has his 1 mangonel here. Did take out the dock, but what's he doing now? What does Citeaux have? 2 monks, 3 mangonels, and 4 spearmen. So Team North has the bigger army. I don't know where that army is. Okay, Teal's got a bunch of halberdiers. Getting the longswordsman upgrade as well. Okay, here you go. Take a look at this. This is what we all wanted to see. 30. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I think you can fit another dock in here. Get that number up to 36, 37, 38. More and more walls for purple. Blue engaging. I am surprised that blue has held his ground so much against Citeaux, although their scores are not terribly different here. Yeah, Mem's boom is incredible. He's got 116 villagers with 14 ships, making 130 civilian, and now the chakrams are coming out. So these halberdiers from Teal are going to melt once Mem shows up with these chakrams. A third castle going up, or rather a second castle for Orange. 2 already here for Mem. Chakrams coming out. Green joining the fight now with these Janissaries. I guess he's confident enough that he's managed to get all the infrastructure. Mem pinging over here, noticing with his beautifully placed outpost that Teal is making an incursion here, but again, an incursion with what? A few halberdiers and onager? Okay, never mind. Now we're getting more and more Gothic two-handed swordsmen. Champion upgrade being researched. Iron casting. Oh no. If this Gothic player here with... How many barracks are there? 5? Remember, with perfusion, they train units more than 3 times faster, these Goth barracks. Oh, I thought there was a gap here. Oh no, look how quickly these chakrams are going to demolish these halberdiers head on. Oh, that's so gross. 100% pass-through damage. But has to retreat. These champions are going to be able to take big enough swipes, but a castle goes up right at the worst moment here for Teal. Yeah, the unique looks of the structures are incredibly amazing. Where's the Burmese? Let me show you one of my favorite structures if he's got a stable up. It doesn't look like... Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Look at this adorable elephant. I love the Burmese stables with this elephant. It is just so stupid. Okay, yes, we got elite battle elephants out of our Burmese player. Remember, their elephants do not come with extra HP, attack, or anything like that. They come with extra armor. Plus, I think with Howdah, they can upgrade their armor even more. Take a look at that. 9 pierce armor, 6 melee armor on these guys. How tanky are they? Red pinging over here. Not too sure why. Mem's trade cards continuing to flood. He's going up to 18 of them. The question is, how long can Blue survive? Blue is basically dead. What does he have? 77 villagers and a few fishing ships. Yeah, the chakrams are you know, when you're playing infantry, you know, Goth versus chakram, I don't know who to give that to. I mean, the Goths, remember, if any civ can absolutely overwhelm. I love this, by the way, out of Motastic. First of all, I told you I liked his name. Motastic here has been absolutely Motastic. He's not playing Black Forest. He's not playing Rage Forest. He's playing Arabia. He's basically making whatever avenue of attack he wants, flooding it with Goths. 66 champions going up to 100 almost, or 90, close to 90. Although Cito now finally 36 minutes into the game getting the onager upgrade for his mangonels, but purple elephants moving forward. Gothic infantry swarming through the back. Cito and green King Marv have dislodged blue. I am starting to get real scared. Take a look at them. Take a look at your mini map. Look at this flow of Teal. As good as chakrams are, and I mean Motastic is just wasting his units at this point, streaming him in one at a time. You need to be able to stop the Gothic flow. Otherwise, look at this. Look at this. This is just disgusting. 40 champions in this one screen. How incredible is that? But like I said, if you're streaming them one at a time, Mem is going to have the field day with you. 41, 86, 87 kills on these chakram throwers. But Teal comes forward with a mangonel, or rather an onager. I didn't realize he also built these barracks here. Okay, let's take a look at our contested areas. These battle elephants, 15 attack. They're just going to demolish these castles. And like I said, take a look at their pierce armor. 9 pierce armor. So Mem's castle, good luck trying to get those elephants. Teal, like I said, playing a map of his own creation here. He doesn't care that this is Black Forest. He's just going to make a path of attack wherever the hell he wants. Oh, you've got chakrams on the left. I'm just going to pivot right. And I'm going to swarm ahead with these Gothic infantry. Now remember, they get a big attack boost against buildings. Look at that, 7. So they basically attack on a 24 against buildings. That is absolutely bonko. Purple now accidentally chasing one chakram thrower with an elephant. Go back, go back, go back. You don't need to do that. Mem's castle under attack. Orange decentralized. This is a lot of monasteries. I think he had big plans to try to convert these elephants. Instead, he's got 2 bombard cannons and 15 rattan archers Red here with the OG balls, ballsy move has accomplished very little with that move. Teal, on the other hand, is now back to streaming to the left side. Blue completely dislodged. Take a look at Blue's base. He is incredibly lucky that his opponents are not pushing in further and further, although right as I say that, Atlas, I have to disagree with you on this one. If this was as fast as the infantry, and let's take a look at the Gothic infantry, 0.99. I mean, there's not a huge difference, but there has to be weaknesses. Otherwise, you have an incredibly tanky unit. I mean, imagine a champion. First of all, look at this. Attacks on a 16. Is it fully upgraded? No, it's missing the last attack upgrade. So it attacks on a 16 compared to what? A 17 of a champion, except look at the HP. Imagine a champion with 320 HP. It would just be so unfair. It just absolutely so unfair. That being said, it is not bad. Speed of 0.94. But yeah, not surprised at all that Team South has decided to call it. They have been flooded to the east. And like I said, Motastic, he says, I'm not playing on Black Forest. I'm not playing on Rage Forest. I'm just going to go wherever the hell I want. Because I've got these little things called onagers, and they're going to destroy forests. And I'm going to backstab, and I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to place a castle here. Even though, oh my god, does it actually get the town center? Doesn't look like it, right? Although there is a little bit of blue here. Does this actually get the town center? In any event, doesn't really matter at this point. Red, I mean, kudos to you, Andorin, for trying to do this, the first, the original, the OG sneaking of a villager in. Almost did a little bit of damage to green with those knights, but Cito here pushing the Cumin player back. The Cumin unable to respond, rebuilding, but he's got 5 light cav. So yeah, overall, Team South just getting taken to work here on 1, 2, 3 fronts. This one's surprisingly quiet here. I guess they don't really need it. And that just shows you the inherent craziness of Black Forest, because early on in the game, you really do want to wall yourself off. You really do want to protect yourself from your opponent sneaking in villagers like Red did over here. But then the second the game introduces onagers and they become available, those wall-offs are meaningless. You need outposts. One of Mem's amazing moves here was to place an outpost here. So the second he saw Teal moving south here, he pinged his teammates. Unfortunately, too little, too late. Good amount of kills on these chakrams, though. The Persians, I mean, their elephants are slow, but I think they can improve it. Don't quote me. I think it's called mahouts or something like that. They can improve it by 30%. But yeah, my god, I'm one day hoping to see a game where we see a buttload of Persian elephants. In any event, that was game number 1. This one right here. Yeah, you see how King Boo has the carrot in front of his name? I wonder how we managed to do that. Reminds me of a online slot machine that I like to play, where a farmer has to pull carrots and the rabbit chases the carrots and blah blah blah. Shows you how I spend my downtime. Okay, let's take a look. Red, teal, purple, and gray. Red, teal, purple, and gray are Team South. So, okay, of course, the teams are reversed. Thank you for bearing with me. And let's take a look. We have got Speedic as the Dravidians. Ugh, no one ever wants to get the Dravidians. Oh, look, Woot's Steel is pretty cool. I'll give him that. But nobody really wants to be the Dravidians. Mongols, on the other hand, busy pushing deer. Good spawn for him. King Boo is the Spaniard in purple. And Jamjack as the Bengalis. Okay, so Bengalis, Dravidians on your team. I don't know. What are the bonuses for the Bengalis? Let's see. Bengalis trade units deal 10% food in addition to gold. So that's not going to be very useful until the later stage of the game. Team North, on the other hand, Malians for Leonard Meister. One of the best names I've seen so far. T-Rex as the Burmese. Chrissy Boo, which we saw yesterday as the Mayans. and Balmier Boot 1305 as the Lithuanians. I don't know who I would give this to in terms of civs. What's the game option? Which circles? These ones? The ones surrounding? I'll look it up later. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it tells you basically the radius of the attack fire, or the attack radius of any structure. Maybe someone in the chat will know. I just I'm not too sure exactly right now how they're called, but it's in the settings tab of your game. Okay, this map is actually fairly basic. And yet again, we find ourselves in a Black Forest map that is basically hideout with a giant, huge forest in the middle. By the way, I don't know if you've ever done this. Sorry to anyone on a smaller screen. I don't know if you've ever done this zoomed out and highlighted the wood. 2.3 million lumber on this map. I don't know. I just nerding out like that. Okay, so basically one avenue of attack over here. And one avenue of attack over here. Teal a little bit far away from purple, so might be isolated for the initial stage of the game. We'll see if King Boo decides to support his teammate. Red and black, and gray rather, very close to each other, so should be good. Unfortunately, I mean, gray has no choice. He's got to try to wall off further away. If he walls off here, this is just way too close to his base. I mean, he could try a diagonal wall off here maybe, but for now, losing a way too many villagers, or risking way too many villagers here. Trying to get this wall off up. We'll see if blue lets him. Yellow and red circling each other with their scouts, both very weak. I mean, even if you get that, your next move, you have to wall this part off, right? As gray. So I'm not even sure this is really worth it. Blue desperately needs to push this wall back, though, because look how close it is to his town center. And we have here, okay, so on the eastern frontier, purple is pinging this location, not too sure why. Maybe he sees that there's a gap in blue's wall off. I mean, orange is definitely going to notice it. This is, oh my, she's walling herself inside the base. Okay, let's see if we've got a sneaky villager. Where are you going, sneaky villager? Oh, Teal notices immediately. What is she carrying? She's gonna go look at, she's gonna go try to get some shorefish, no doubt. Maybe it's like a blanket that she's carrying for a picnic. Okay, both players managing to get a few swipes of their swashbuckling swords. Okay. Orange making a good, okay. Why are you, no, he ran away. Why are you walling yourself off so much? In any event, we'll see what this villager manages to do. Teal finally realizing that there's a gap in his palisade, puts down a palisade, but I don't see a villager coming to build it. Instead, this villager moving this way has more HP. The battle for the wall off to the west continues. Oh my god, gray, incredibly aggressive wall off here, seeking basically to control this entire gigantic chunk of land. His teammate red, busy pushing deer, is busy doing something, because he's definitely not helping his teammate out here. And now a blue villager chasing a gray villager back. A gray villager has been trapped, so Speed Dick, I don't know what the hell how to pronounce this guy's name, has to send more villagers or give up. And instead of giving up, he sends more villagers. She is carrying 9 food for some reason. Oh yeah, the sneaks are always the best. Okay, this is why she walled herself off here, to get a dock going. Let's take a look at Orange's base in the meantime. Nobody yet. Let's take a look at resources. Nobody even remotely close to going up to feudal, except busy pushing deer. You know, when your teammates are busy defending the borderlands of your base, of your settlements, you have the luxury of pushing deer. You are going to go up to feudal very quickly. And take a look at his resources, bottom of your screen. 500 food, almost 200 gold. So he's going to be able to go up to fast castle, probably on the back, if I had to guess, on the back of a market and a blacksmith, because I don't see a barracks out of him. Oh, he's got to be careful. This wolf has too much HP. Okay, walls himself in instead of the wolf. Interesting. Somehow gray has managed to wall this off despite enormous amounts of pressure here. Kudos to him. I mean, I don't think he's going to hold this, right? You expended all this micro, you expended these villagers, you pulled them off the production line. So much wood being spent here. And at the end of the day, how are you actually going to hold this when your settlement is, look how far away it is. This is a settlement. He's got nothing here.
Hey.
In any event, that's neither here nor there. Red villager does manage to kill the wolf. Got fishing ships for Orange, teething the shorefish, and she's fishing as well. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the fastest form of gathering food in the game, right? The villagers with their shorefish. I might be wrong. Maybe it's the fastest for villagers. Maybe it's not faster than a fishing ship. Purple expanding. Wolves attacking. I mean, there's been more nature-based aggression in this game than there has been actual, you know, player aggression so far. We're 12 minutes into the game. How many teams are up to feudal? 2 on each team. Let's take a look at teal, who also just hit. So let's take a look at gray. He is nowhere close to going up. Got 280 food. How many villagers? Only 25. Okay, so he's been a little busy here constructing the palisades. It is the fastest. That's what I thought. 3 boar pull here for busy pushing deer. Oh, he's got to be careful. Where are the other villagers to get these boars? Oh no! Oh no! Drops the ball. Drops the ball. Maybe this one villager. Yeah, okay. She's gonna pick up the ball where the other villager dropped it. But he says, "Screw the 3rd boar. I'm just gonna try to take 2." Bit of a fire war here between fire ships, galleys, whatever you want to call them. Orange taking a 2nd lake here. Okay. So we're starting to expand. We're starting to get into feudal. Busy pushing deer, as I suspected, off the back of a market and a blacksmith has hit castle first. The question is to what end? He's building more infrastructure. Gray is essentially on his own everywhere here and very far behind. Although not as far behind as the only player in castle who had to rush and forwent having more villagers. Military count, a massive 4-1 for Team South. Actually, what is the 4? Oh, okay, these fire galleys for teal. Okay, Orange losing the naval war here, now chopping lumber. Not too sure where she thinks she's going to drop that lumber off, but this fire galley is definitely going to have something to say about it, or maybe not. It's not really doing anything. Is it? Her HP isn't dropping. What is this here? We've got a bit of a boar. Oh, wow. This is actually a fantastic area of the map to bust into for green or orange. Even teal if you can try it. Purple, 2 town centers. Okay. So King Boo also going up to castle. Speedic can just hit feudal. What are his resources? Okay, he's just about 400 food shy of going up to castle himself. I like that yellow has already started producing infrastructure here. Not, you know, houses, whatever. Very important, obviously, in the game, but the second he hits, I suspect a certain resource count. I mean, he's got 33 wood, so that's why he's building houses. How many villagers on wood does he have? Only 4. Okay, that's a problem. I was gonna say the second he hits some kind of milestone when it comes to wood, I suspect he's gonna start helping blue out here with infrastructure, and instead, as opposed to infrastructure, builds a castle right away the second he hits, as I suspected, 650 stone. Green also building a very forward castle here. So green and yellow doing a fantastic job of supporting their teammates. Purple and red, not so much. Red booming here. 3rd town center going up for him. Purple also 3 town centers. As the Spanish expanding his civilians population, still has the same scout cavalry. Red has no military to speak of. So right now I would say Team North in the better, I guess, how do I put this, strategic situation. You've got your teammates supporting you with infrastructure. Easily can place down some military units here. What are we looking at? The Mayans. So archery ranges here could be deadly for Teal if he gets 2-on-1. What are you, Burmese? Okay, so I don't know, maybe more elephants. Remember, the Burmese have a really cool feature that they threw in there where its infantry gets an attack boost of +1 starting in feudal, then in castle, then in imperial. So they get a +3 boost for free on their infantry. Yeah, this is what I was talking about for Speedic. You use so much energy, so much effort and micro and resources went into walling this off. So many battles of villager on villager, and at the end of the day, you weren't able to defend it. It doesn't matter if this was a castle, if there was a mangonel here, a battering ram, a tower, doesn't matter what it was. He's nowhere close to defending it. That's why you have to create a complete secondary wall off, and now he's in trouble. He's ceded entire control of this contested land to yellow and blue. Blue, by the way, going pretty balls to the wall with the town center. 3 of them going up for him. We'll see what he decides to do with that once he completes it. Teal has taken control of this lake. Away, the villager is done, but we've got Mayan castle shelling at these walls. And again, these walls are great until an onager comes out, and then literally one onager shot on any of these parts, and all of a sudden your walls mean nothing. A Rambai. Never know what to make of this unit at the end of the day. You know, they can be incredibly powerful. I don't think their attack is ever upgraded, so I don't think melee or ranged attack upgrades affect them. But look at their base accuracy at the bottom of this list here, 20%. But you do 100% damage to whatever your dart lands on. So if you're playing against clumped units, a Rambai are fantastic. Yellow moving forward has 700 stone. We know what these villagers are about to do, but we'll see if one solitary hero monk is able to dissuade them. No, he instead is going for an Rambai. I would let him convert that Rambai, not the end of the world. Maybe with a second monk, maybe not. But the castle now up about 25-30%. Team South is in trouble, getting constricted into their base. Plumed archers. A Rambai red still not doing anything. 0 military production out of this guy at all. I mean, busy pushing deer. Get busy doing something else. Purple going for the Viper's Ganji style lake pull. I don't know that this one dock is in the best position. Maybe one here and one here. In any event, we are looking at 31 fishing ships, so no criticism there at all. But again, no military for red, no military for purple. Gray has created a tertiary wall off. One villager stuck behind enemy lines turns around and rebuilds. But now his barracks, his market, his monastery, his mill, his blacksmith, they are all potentially targets. Petards are out for our Burmese more and more. Should be able to get inside this wall in no time. The question is, get inside the wall with what, a fewer Rambai? What is blue building? Does he have any military? Absolutely not. Oh yeah, most of the military for Team North is here with the Mayans. Okay. Does use the Treb, I guess, to shell away at this one tree. But no player on this side of the map in Imperial yet. But red and purple are going up to Imperial. So the second they hit Imperial, you know what that means. These castles are going to start producing Trebs, even though right now they're producing Mangadai. 2 converts go down on these Rambai. Enough to be able to thwart this entire... Look at this. Look at this, the slowest. They keep missing each other because their base accuracy is dog shit. Now purple with an incredibly defensive castle. This is not going to help Teal at all. Green inserting himself into the north portion of Teal's base. What is purple building here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You think you're going to get these markets up? You think your teammate is able to handle this attack? Yeah. This is very, very optimistic market placement here, I think, by Teal. Very, very interesting placement here for the Spanish stables. Okay, and now we've entered a stalemate here to the left side of the map. right side of the map as well for now. But green, who basically has his entire team's army supply here at 17, and he's got what, 12, 13, 16 of that. That's incredible, by the way. Oh, it does lose a bunch of, or at least one plumed archer. Oh, he's got to be careful with them. I mean, they are cheap, but this is, I guess he's an Imperial. They're 30% off. Yeah, you can run around all you want. You're not going to deke the sniper lines of the spellcasters. Does lose one plumed archer, but in exchange for 2 monks, not a bad trade at all. Okay, market's going up as well here on this side of the map. Team South is very confident, by the way, that they can hold them. Yeah, the greed. The absolute greed here, thinking that they can hold this right now, where purple, I guess he's starting to pump out knights. 8 knights already, but in come the Radas. Or rather, here go back the Radas. One of the hated, if not the most hated unit in the game, I think. And justifiably, possibly so. Isn't it annoying that even in melee mode, they have archer armor and cavalry archer armor, so skirmishers just wreck them? That doesn't seem fair. That would have been one of the patch upgrades I would have liked to see. Okay. Mangonel comes out, Mangonel fires, Mangonel misses, Mangonel dies. Oh, now monks are going to die here as well. Yeah, okay, good. The important thing is that King Boo got his trade up. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's see. 20 Spanish Cavaliers have entered the chat. Would love to see them microed. Okay, perfectly. Exactly. Now, attack the Trebs. And now green is going to get pushed back. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Why are you not engaging? You're not going to lose that many. Okay. It disengaged because he wants his own Trebs brought forward. What's happening here on the west? Red hitting Imperial first, which, of course, means he's got his Trebs out first. Our yellow Burmese, also an Imperial. What is he building? Nothing out of this one castle. Anything out of this castle? No. He is building nothing. He is building villagers. Green, very cocky. Okay, now our King Boo now has paladins. 180 HP. They're just absolutely tanky. He can throw them away. He can push into here. I wouldn't even care about these pikemen with their +1 attack. Just swarm over all of this. You can absolutely swarm over this. Especially now this castle is going to go down. Yeah. I mean, the pike have a decent attack boost against, I think it's what, 22? Yeah, 22 against cavalry. But when your unit has 180 HP and you're attacking with your 55 HP, I mean, purple's got to be careful. Don't throw away too many units here. And now the tables have turned here. Okay, I guess King Boo here getting the last laugh for now with this aggressively placed market in the middle of Teal losing his base. But came forward with a huge chunk of paladins. Let's take a look at red. Maybe red is going to surprise us too. What does he have? 9 Mangudais and 3 Trebs. Oh no, camels coming out, but these are not heavy. These are just basic camels. Is he upgrading them? Yes, 22 seconds away from heavy camels. Conscription armor for them, so they're going to be produced faster. They're going to be tankier. They're going to be stronger. And here they are with their better cape in what, 1 second? Boom. I love when it upgrades their cape to the fancier schmancier one that looks kind of silky. Spanish paladins. Okay, Team South has completely turned this around. I guess teal and gray held the line long enough for red and purple to get their butts in order, to get the gears rolling. But 40 halberdiers on the way for our Lithuanian. Let's see if he releases them one at a time, or if he... Oh, he's releasing them one at a time. No. Maybe keep them garrisoned until you have 2 or 3 in each one of these barracks. And then... There we go. Okay, and then release them all at once. Take a big old fight. The West, finally, they have reclaimed this land, but... Leonard Meister with the Malian camels, Farimba included, so they get a massive attack boost. Plus, in 50 seconds, they are going to have iron casting as well. Our Mangudai has to be very careful. Very terrible for melee armor only. But again, the clock is ticking. Red and gray basically just have to hold the line here because purple is decimating orange's base. Green with literally nothing behind this. Our Mayan is building barracks. Okay. Okay, halberdiers are coming out for him as well. Not a terrible choice, I guess. Wolf enters the chat yet again. So many annoying wild animals. And a stalemate continues here to the west. Both players trying to gun down each other's. Oh, you can't leave your Trev exposed to Bangudai. I mean, look at the attack bonus on these on Siege, +5. They go through trebuchets very quickly, and now all the barracks here for our green, our orange Lithuanian are gone. He's desperately trying to rebuild, or at least he tried, it looked like, before the Paladins showed up. And this is starting to look like GG, no? I mean, orange is going to get dislodged. He hasn't managed to... no, he has. Okay, he's snuck out 4 villagers here. More and more Mangudai. 36 Mangudai coming. Gray has 0 army. He's got 4 pikemen and 2 monks. So it's basically a 3-on-3. But my god, take a look at the top left of your screen. 63 paladins and 35 in the production tab. Purple, the MVP so far of Team South. King Boo. Oh god. Just go around the wall. Why the hell not? This castle is going to go down as well. Plumed Archer, Halberdier. Makes any upgrades on these guys? Yeah, +1, +2. Good luck with that. And green and purple doesn't have to engage into this. You can just run around. Yeah, it's quite a number. Let's take a look at this stalemate. Okay, red is slowly pushing them back, but again, 14 attack on these camels, and now they're backed up by champions. The camels, no, don't engage into the traps. Go keep chasing the Mangudai. Let the champions handle this shit. Burmese champions, remember, take a look, +5 attack. And he hasn't even started Blast Furnace yet. Just now started it. That's the power of that bonus. I don't know who takes this. This is a complete mess of a fight here. Red has to be pushed back. Okay, take a look at the bottom left of your screen now. We know who takes it. 5,000 HP compared to 500 HP. Yellow and blue basically have 10 times the army that red has. And now black, or rather gray, has to help, but he has nothing, and red has nothing. 11 Mangudai and a halberdier and a dream. The question is, can purple pull out the rabbit from his hat? He is attacking in multiple spots. He is going to decimate these economies. Orange is basically non-existent, building 4 town centers, but no military whatsoever. And yeah, not a surprise. MVP of the game, King Boo. I absolutely take back what I said here about these markets. How many trade cards? Only 28. Interesting. I guess he supply box with 59 paladins, 43 more on the way. So I guess the strategy here for Team South was to let gray and teal take the brunt of the attack. Orange never really supported green here when green was inside teal's base, right? When there were plumed archers and trebs here and a castle. What the hell was orange doing? Orange was not really doing much. And now look at this. Paladins literally everywhere. Oh my goodness. That's gross. Absolutely gross. Oh, he managed to get in here into this juicy mineral rich pocket. 2,000 food, 1,400 stone, 3,200 gold, a relic. Not a bad little place for green to have entered into, but it looks like it's open here. So the paladins who have vision of it should be able to get rid of that. I agree, Shamo. I think he built, first of all, the halberdiers, letting them out of the barracks one by one. Terrible idea. Maybe let one out so like 4 or 5 paladins can chase it, to distract them, but don't let them all out one by one. Maybe save them until you had 3 in each barracks and release 30 halberdiers onto those paladins. But had he massed them a little bit more, he could have held. And first of all, he should have been helping his partner here. In any event, what a fun back and forth here on the west. Complete stalemate here, but to the east, the Paladins take it. King Boo, the MVP. How many stables? 10 stables just in this immediate vicinity. Would have loved to see a follow-up of a castle. Okay, there we go. Villagers moving forward, no doubt, for more infrastructure. And wow, what a fun game so far. Rather, what a fun game, period. This part was super duper fun. Look at all these houses just clogging up the work here for Gray, who, again, has literally no army supply. He's building 2 halbs. Had they been able to hold, had Purple not been able to stream in his Paladins, I think this game would have lasted probably another 40, 50 minutes. But in any event, neither here nor there. Let's keep going. I think this is the one we just saw with T-Rex and this. Oh, look at this one. This one has Tato. Oh, God, it's got Ruben stock. Freaking Chris. I forget who Ruben. Valis. I forget. Who did Ruben stock play? There was that game, that infamous game that lasted like 90 hours or something, where the players basically fought each other for 2 hours, then established themselves in a position where neither player could attack, and then just basically went about their life and left the game open for something like 88 hours. I think it was Ruben Stock and one other player. I forget who it was. In any event, that's what I guess that's what I know him for. But let's take a look at the teams here. Yellow, red, teal, and blue. Yellow, red, teal, and blue. We'll call that Team West. I wonder why it reverted to this. Obviously, naturally, Team East. And let's take a look at the map. So starting with Tato in the top, playing as the Sicilians. Fun one to watch. Speed Limit as Mayans. Frickin' Chris as the Dravidians. And Buddy as the Poles. Opposing them in green, we have Valis as the Chinese. Oh God, 10% extra on all the farms. Very powerful Civ in the hands of a very powerful Black Forest player. Cool Cat as the Malay. They need to rush up to Castle and Imperial ASAP. Ruben Stock as the Portuguese. And Shades as the Teal Italians. Let's take a look at avenues of attack here. We've got one here, potentially 2, depending on how they wall it off. A second alley here in the middle of the map. And then that's basically it, right? I mean, this is gross for green. How do you even wall this off? Do you do diagonal here and then vertical here? Or do you go further in and try to spend more wood? We'll see what he decides to do. Rubenstock versus Modri. Interesting. I didn't realize. I must have completely forgotten, flew out of my head that it was Modri. 90 hours. Crazy. Oh, CL is CL is Clown Legion. So we've got our first Clown Clan game here with Buddy. Incredible. Absolutely fun. Okay, so you know, good for Cool Cat sending some support here to Valis, because again, the players are playing on Explored, so they see the map. This is just a gross little thing here for green to have to deal with. I mean, again, where do you try to wall this off? Boars being lured here. These are much easier, right? You just do a vertical wall off here. This is obviously so much easier. There's going to be probably a fight over these boars here. But 3 boars to the right, 3 boars. 3 boars? Holy shit, no. 9 boars here. Okay, so let's see some big fighting over who controls and dominates these boars. That's going to be super fun. Lots and lots of water on this map as well. 2 lakes for orange, yellow, blue, and red. Each one of this team has a lake? Or am I... No, I'm doing the... Oh, man, I'm a little confused here. Orange, green... Yeah, okay, never mind. So, 1, 2, 3 lakes for these guys. A very ballsy lake here that purple is taking. And 2 lakes here. So 3 lakes apiece. I should have known. AoE is, there's usually balances in the map. So I shouldn't have said 4 for one and 0 for the other. First of all, that math was just absolutely wrong. But 3 lakes apiece with 2 of them in the back of Buddy's base. Jordan also had a long ass game. I don't know that one. Do you remember how long it was? I mean, 90 hours is just ridiculous. Although 88 of those hours, again, I think they just left their computers on. And let's see, let's follow the journey here of this one clown villager trying to save himself from death by any one of these 3 units, really. His scout cavalry not helping out at all, knows that any kind of attack is going to kill him. Oops, sorry guys, I think I accidentally muted my mic. If you heard a little click, I was talking and I was like, I can't really hear myself. And then I realized, oh, dummy, you pressed the button. Okay, yellow plopping down a few palisades here, trying to get these boars. Only manages to lure 2. The third one, I guess he left stuck over here. But look at how many boars there are up for contention here. This alley still has not been walled. Red and teal making no effort to wall this part of the map off. I mean, this is a huge place to wall off. Gray choosing instead to take the safer route, abandons control. Not the best move here out of Rubenstock, but I've seen enough of Rubenstock's games to know that you should never count him out. Very creative player, and so we'll see what he decides to do. We'll see if this is just for an immediate safety purposes. I mean, Teal's Shades sees this immediately, so he knows exactly that his opponent is playing very defensive. He knows that he can start pushing out onto the map and claiming this land. Yeah, you feel bad for the computers. Yeah, I mean, if your computer is able to handle a 90-hour game, it's a pretty solid internet connection. And now Orange, having lost his villager, will lose that scout as well. Yellow trying to lure boars while at the same time dodging wolf paws. Let's follow along with her journey. Almost to her base. More villagers streaming out there, going to come and help. Although for now, it looks like they're building a mining camp. Oh no, does lose the villager. Blood coming out. And oh, that is incredibly sour after all that effort. All that work to lose the villager. That stupid wolf. But we'll see how far the boar gets. Oh, it's going to go all the way back. Incredibly sour here for freaking Chris. As I suspected, Teal is going to take you know, look at this. I mean, you're playing a highly elo game. You cede control over large pieces of land. You know your opponents are going to take that land. And Shades here deciding, I'm going to play this map like Arabia and just move forward with his feudal age castle, tower rather. 97 hours. Andrea, by the way, also a really good player. I'm gonna have one of the live streams in the next few weeks or so is gonna feature his play. I've come across a few interesting games of his 97 hours. That is absolutely bonko. That is absolutely bonko. What is also bonko is that Chris has let his opponent wall off so darn close to his base. A random mill going up for him, nowhere near the bushes. Okay, let's take a look at his resources. It looks like with the market and the blacksmith, he is rushing to castle. Red pinging desperately over here saying, guys, somebody do something, help me break in. Is it me, or does Team West, are they making no effort to wall themselves in? I mean, yellow is not walling himself in, blue not doing any kind of wall off anywhere. Tato, I mean, whatever this is, a defensive wall off. He doesn't want to get attacked from the south. And Shades, he's just playing aggressive. He's playing this map like Arabia. So Team West, oh yeah, now yellow reminding, hey buddy, speed limit, might want to wall this part off, please. On the other hand, Team East, orange walling off incredibly aggressively, purple also incredibly aggressively, green not really needing to, and Rubenstock now has a potential incursion to deal with. What are his resources? He's in feudal. Yeah, he's a minute away from castle. Okay, so everyone is in feudal at the moment. Who will reach castle first? Green, it looks like. Valis, big surprise there. On the back of how many? 9 fishing ships. But again, I don't know what to make of this strategy here for Team West. No wall-offs at all. I mean, look, Teal walled himself in. It looks like there's a path here that he wants to build a gate for. Is this wall? Is this walled off? This is not walled off. Oh, no, never mind. There's one tree. Yeah, there's one tree here. Okay. I got excited there for no reason there. Green hitting castle first. Green plopping down 2 town centers. Rubenstock saying, come at me, bro. I'm putting up a castle. I am the Portuguese. You know what's going to come out of those castles. I'm surprised no siege workshop yet for him, although let's take a look at his wood count. Yeah. Now yellow has to defend himself as well. This is a very... Look at how aggressive the wall off here. Again, if you don't wall your opponents off in Black Forest, if you don't do something like this, very forward-facing, your opponents are just going to take pieces of the map. Like, look at this big chunk of territory ceded to orange. This entire center has been ceded to Team East. And Rubenstock has ceded this entire area to Team West. I mean, it's back and forth and whatnot, but I don't like it as a caster, as somebody who played this game for so long and then watched it played. I don't like it when control is ceded of certain territorial territories, let's say. I don't know why I said territorial. Certain territories. Absolutely, Mustafa. No walling. Yeah, yellow. I was wondering why the hell he placed the mill here with the berries here. I didn't take a look at his fishing. Yeah, not ideal, right? We may want to put one here. 3. Maybe you can fit 5 in here. But yeah, again, Team West, absolutely no walling. For some reason, Teal sending 2 villagers here to build what? A palisade? Okay. And now here come the organ guns. Rubenstock doesn't care about this one watchtower. It's not going to do anything on its own. Orange attacking with towers, but again, mangonels beat towers any day of the week. Organ guns trying to come in, but unfortunately there will be a tower to pick away at their HP. They should be able to get some of this infrastructure down. These are not weak units attacking on a 16, especially when the buildings are clumped like this. Even though these guys attack on a spread and fire a number of pellets, I mean, when you're clumped like this, they do pretty damn well against these buildings. More and more coming out for Rubenstock. He's got 2 more in production. Purple, no surprise, has taken this lake. Siege workshop for him. Let's see if he decides to support. For now, it looks like this western portion of the map is a 3-on-1, right? If purple moves in here with siege, orange with the towers, and Valis with, I mean, his 1 scout cavalry. Game changer scout cavalry here. This is going to be a 3-on-1 on yellow, who I feel like is going to crumble under the pressure just because, again, I don't like this mill placement. But we'll see. And he didn't wall any part of his map off. Yeah, I know, Mustafa. Watching the Viper, it's like eating steak every night, and then you come home and there's like a salad on your plate, and you're like, what the hell is this? I'm used to a nice, well-made steak. Why is there a bowl of soup in front of me? Basically the analogy is if you eat something regularly that you like a lot, and then you come home and there's something that you absolutely hate. That's like what these games are. You watch the Viper, you get used to seeing such good action, such good play, especially on 1v1s. And then you see, 16 fishing ships just randomly placed. I mean, but that's why the Viper's the Viper, That's why the players like Hera and Valis especially, that's why they, look at this. Maybe another dock here. Maybe you can fit 6 into here, potentially. But yeah, now Rubenstock moving forward. Yeah, like I said, he was playing Arabia. Okay, he's got 1 villager doing what? What is he building? I don't know what that villager was doing. I think he was just repairing the organ guns. But has to be careful. This is a lot of towers out of our Italian. Now remember, the Italians do have the condottieri. which are a infantry unit, fast moving, that has not only an attack bonus against gunpowder units, but also an attack bonus, an armor bonus against taking gunpowder fire. I think it's 10 on both sides. They attack plus 10 and they defend plus 10. So let's see what Teal is planning on doing. Does he have the resources for a castle? He does not, although he has got 8 on stone. Does he even have a barracks? Oh man, Teal has got nothing. Nothing but the lowest score in the game. So Rubenstock is basically noticing that Teal has not come forward with any kind of counter aggression and says, I'm just going to bypass his base entirely. Unfortunately for him, runs face first into Tato's castle. Tato not really supporting his teammate here, booming instead. What does he have? 1 monk, 85 villagers, and 3 scout cavalry. Oh yeah, that berry buff bonus. I mean, a third of the lumber for your berries, right? So if you've got 750 in the berry bushes, it gives you 250 wood. And I casted a game by there's a very fun YouTuber called Poop Lord, and he does all these super creative builds. And the day after that patch came out with the Portuguese berry bonus, he made a video where he used it, and basically used it amazingly well to get up a bunch of stables and just overwhelm his opponent in feudal age. So I check that out, by the way, if you're interested. He did make a video of it. He's a very scientific player, I would say. He calculates the numbers. He like an actuary almost, but super fun. Comes up with a bunch of super fun builds, crazy builds sometimes. So a YouTuber I actually really like watching his videos. Very, very creative. In the meantime, though, Rubenstock completely bypassing Teal's base. Not that there's anything really here to bypass. He's got 1 barracks. Villagers moving forward. Purple now starting to reinforce this army with archers of his own for the melee. And what do we have here? Yellow. Not really building much. I'm surprised. He's got his castle up, but again, Dravidians. Okay, I mean, look, Mustafa, he's doing the best he can here, right? With fishing ships. 26. Not the best placement in the world, but if he can hold this position, delete some of these walls, he might be able to fit another dock in here and add maybe 4, 5, 6 more fishing ships, right? Oh, you've watched Poop Lord? Yeah, no, he's like a really he's a really fantastic player. Again, I if you watch my videos, you know I do the math. Oh, this plus this minus the bonus armor plus the bonus attack, blah blah blah. He takes it to a new level, so he calculates everything down to the wire, down to the very, very basic core numbers, and then he just creates build orders based on that. Teal with these towers accomplishing literally nothing. Red, Tato walling this part off. He does not want his team to get sideswiped. The question is, what is he building? 7 knights, husbandry. He's going to be an imperial soon, so Sicilians, remember, have access to the upgrade called Hauberk, which gives their knights and their cavaliers +1 melee, +2 pierce armor defense, which is going to be absolutely fantastic against Rubenstock's army, and especially against Cool Cat's army, which is right now just arbalests. Yeah, the reverse Uno. You know, I would say that, except he's not really taking any part of this land for himself, right? He hasn't really built any infrastructure here. He's leaving it to purple to build the infrastructure. Oh god, look at this mess. This reminds me of Amazon Tunnel, right? Where just such a huge clump of infrastructure, castles going up for everyone, castles going down. But at the end of the day, let's take a look at what our Dravidian has. He's building elephant archers. Love to see them. Not yet elite. Let's see if he's researching elite. No, he's getting farming upgrades, but Tato, the Sicilian, where his knights are now cavaliers, getting iron casting, so more attack upgrades for them. Look, Yellow's got a lot of castles in his base. That is both good and bad. It's good in the sense that, you've got castles, so no run-bys, static defense and whatnot. It's bad in the sense that where the hell is he going to place his military buildings? How is he going to produce anything if he can't have space to build? But speed limit showing up with the plumed archers against the Chukanus. Oh god, these elephants. And so Teal's base is completely ransacked, and he has managed to escape with a number of villagers, 35 villagers. Medical corpse for these elephants, so they are going to regenerate, I believe. Yeah, blue is banking a shit ton of stone. Good eye, Shamo. He might want to help Tato, to be honest. What is Tato building? 25 halberdiers, 3 trebuchets. Rubenstock continuing to pump out organ guns, but taking his sweet time to demolish the infrastructure for Teal. What has Teal snuck up here? A bunch of villagers. Okay, so effectively a 2-on-1 here, but the one is Tato, so never count him out. Absolutely fantastic player. Yeah, it looks like he got Hauberk. Look at that. +6 melee, +4. 6 and 8 defense on these guys. They are just going to, I mean, don't engage into halberdiers, obviously, but when he takes the fight, that's going to be very, very hard for his opponents to dislodge. For some bizarre reason, archer units are focusing down this battering ram, I guess because he literally has nothing. Elephants are tanky, but not streamed in one at a time. Freaking Chris is throwing away elephants way too comfortably. Double snipe on the monks by these green Chukanus. And now Tato has been knocked back. Let's see if he can keep shelling away at these bombard cannons. 0 kills on these guys, surprisingly. Let's see if he manages to get any more. That ball went very far afield. Cool Cat doing a fantastic job of evading these Treb attacks. But now what is going on here? Red Tato has snuck in. Rams has tried to sneak in a castle. Oh god, look at this. Going for the side swipe, thinking he can hold the front here. Maybe yes, maybe no. The castle does stand strong. Tato has 600 stone. Speed limit is stone is gone, which tells me he must have given Tato a bunch of stone, I suspect. So Tato can build another castle here and keep this castle alive long enough for this backstab to happen. Brilliant move by Team West, if that's actually what happened. And you're absolutely right, they take less bonus damage due to the Sicilians, so not as scary as they should be, these halberdiers. But still, I think what is it, +32? Yeah, +32 is still a scary number. Tato doing exactly what he should be doing right now, holding the line up here so that he can backstab over here. Unfortunately for him, Rubenstock managing to get out 2 trebs already. Not sure where this siege ram is going. Maybe destroy this gate. Instead, going towards purple. But green and orange have inserted themselves into yellow's base. This is a lot of plumed archers here. Let's take a look at their upgrades. Fully upgraded plumed, elite plumed archers versus Chukanus, who are also, oh god, what did he get? Rocketry? 14 attack on an archer unit. That's just absolutely bonko. And by the way, multiple arrows, and they deal 0 melee damage, so they can take out rams as well. And in come orange cavaliers, but they retreat. Green wisely tanking all the damage with his siege rams. Yellow doing the best he can, throwing in elite skirmishers. Okay, I mean, blue is holding, but there's no melee units here to get rid of these siege rams. Okay, and here we go. The engage everybody wanted to see. I don't think Tato should be taking this engage, or at least delete and surround. Absolutely, now he can take that engage. He's going to lose his cavaliers, but he's going to wipe out these bombard cannons. And without the bombard cannons, these halberdiers are not going to be able to engage into this castle, which is still standing, by the way. And now Tato has inserted himself into purple's base. What is this? A random halberdier here. Purple not producing anything but halberdiers at the moment. Let's take a look at his resources. Why are you only producing halberdiers? You've got 1,600 stone, gold. You've got 2,000 food, 1,600 wood. And here they come. Here come the condottieri. And remember, with an Italian teammate, everyone in your team can build these condottieri starting in Imperial Age, and they are just going to eviscerate anything that Rubenstock can throw at them. Where are his 28? Okay, so he moved back his 28 organ guns here. Oh yeah, exactly. This is Leonidas and his men here fighting in the shade. Okay, yellow, I kind of said it sarcastically about the elite skirmishers, but 45 of them should be able to zone out 37 Chukanus. Even if they take that fight and lose, never bad to trade out elite skirmishers for Chukanus, ever. But they're missing something, this army. They're missing melee. They're missing something that can take on these orange cavalry units. Remember, Poles, with the Schlachter privileges upgrade, basically turned their Nightline units into very, very cheap units. This is a bad engage here for orange. I suspect green very far behind. I should have maybe waited a little bit longer, but action happening everywhere. Sorry, guys, I'm trying desperately to find out, keep our eyes on everything. Hauberk boosted Cavaliers to the north. They have busted their way to the south, but take a look. Purple, together with Rubenstock, have managed to clear out the army of Tato, and now Rubenstock is moving back into position in the aggressive portion. But again, I mean, look, he's streaming them one at a time, but if he can get a surround, if he can manage to get these 41 condottieri anywhere close to these organ guns, they are just going to absolutely demolish them. And this is what I was talking about. You need some kind of melee here for yellow or blue. I would absolutely love to see, I mean, I know he's supply block blue, but as the Mayans, I would absolutely love to see El Dorado Eagle Warriors with 100 HP. I want to keep my eye on Rubenstock. I want to see, okay, so he's retreated to the back, to the front of his base. Purple ceding control of this entire territory. Blue pinging up here. I suspect he wants trade. Yellow pinging here. I suspect he just wants to stay alive. Oh yeah, I can only imagine how loud these battles must have been in real life. Loomed archers for the win. How many kills on these guys? 71 so far. 9 only on these elite skirmishers. So they're doing a job. Their job is basically to soften up the unit so that the plumed can kill them. But take a look. Red doing what the Spanish paladins did the last game we saw, and just trying to get a bit of a backstab. Unfortunately for him, number one, there's not a lot here, so he's attacking defunct mining camps and houses, and there's not a lot of cavaliers for him, period. Although orange doesn't seem to notice or be able to do anything about it, not sending any units back, firmly focused on the front, but he's feeding, he's sending individual units. There's no point to this. And now Team West exploding with Avengers. Come on, come on, pivot south. I want to see this battle so bad. I want to see Condottiero against Organ Gun. Okay, okay. All right, we'll keep our eye on this as well. For now, Tato has made the transition. He's down to, what, 16 Cavaliers? Who the hell just hit Imperial? Teal. Shades has entered Imperial. And despite the fact that he's been knocked down, look at this. 9 markets for our player who, what, 20 minutes ago looked like he was about to die? It must be slinging, Shamo. It absolutely must be. Once I saw these 9 markets, what the hell's the point of this castle? Maybe place it here. But how many, 20, only 22 trade cards for now. Orange completely ignoring these 12 kills on this Cavalier, 30 on these 3, but the engage is firmly here in the center. I see a bunch of red dots. Oh, I thought it would be Condottiero. Come on, I want to see this battle. The gunpowder versus the anti-gunpowder, but purple elephants have entered the chat. Elite battle elephants, 300 HP. Yeah, he does not have bloodlines. The melee, unfortunately for him. And now it looks like the green has brought skirmishers of his own. And now these plumed archers have been knocked down to only 53. 98 kills on them. These traps would do good to maybe shell away at some of these Chukanus, no? Oh god, if only blue and yellow were reversed. If only the plumed archers were fighting the hussars. If only the elite skirmishers were fighting the Chukanus. Oh god, desperate castles being built. Take a look at army supplies, so close. 185 to 160. Even villager count, civilian count, not terribly far off from each other. This is a very action-packed game. We've got a bit of a fracas here. No, I saw something is lighting under attack. Red continuing to be such a pain in the ass with these cavaliers chasing things down. But at this point, the teams are just way too big. They've expanded too far. 3 or 4 cavaliers are not going to make a difference at this stage, I don't think. Still a bunch of gold here to mine. And these plumed archers, how many kills on these guys? 124. Green desperately trying to make something happen here, while I'm assuming orange is continuing to build up his winged hussars. And cavaliers. Okay, finally sending a cavalier to deal with this attack to the south. Where are all his okay, oh my god, he lost a bunch of condottiero and I didn't see it. Womp womp. Team East now pushing into Team West. Look at them blocking the arrows, trying to F with the AI of the game if you're not careful in microing your units. Look at this beautiful dance while the Chinese elite skirmishers and Chukanu rail away at these ranged units of Team West, and in come the elephants. If only these purple elephants were down here, and if only these orange light cav or even the Chukanus were up here. Teal, though, finally ready to enter the game with 28 condottieri of his own, 29. Okay, so they made a mistake here, not completely destroying Teal when they had the chance, but they are deep inside the guts of Yellow's base now. Oh, Mustafa, Tato is basically the game changer here. Although I was going to say, now that it looks like he's down to light cav, may not be as powerful, but wow. What a back and forth game. Oh, man. These games are very exciting. These 4-on-4s. Let's see what we're looking at here. 63 elite skirmishers. So we've entered a bit of a trash war phase here. I love that orange continues to run around and distract left, right, distracting the targeting of these. Sour only down to 33 of these ranged units for Team West. Look, Teal here, Shades. I wrote him off. I'm not gonna lie, I wrote him off. But in he comes. I mean, why are they just standing here? Terrible upgrades. +1 attack only. Is he researching another one? No, he is not, because the game is over and he quit. He looks like he's got the resources for it. Yeah, this is quite a death ball of organ guns. 56 out of Rubenstock, who has how many Fatorias? 3 Fatorias, which explains why he's only got 73 villagers. With purple's support, fantastic play here. These elephants basically going to get rid of all of red's condottieri, but red, the MVP for his team. Unfortunately, Tato unable to carry all 3 of his teammates on his back. But Team West, absolutely great hold. But at this point, I mean, look, they could have held maybe a bit longer. Let's take a look at their resources. Gold-wise, 2,000 gold. I mean, take a look at Team East. Valis, 2,000 gold. Rubenstock, almost 3,000 gold. Where is their trade? 21 trade carts. Rubenstock, of course, has no trade carts. Green has no trade carts. And purple has 6 trade carts. So somehow Valis and Rubenstock have managed to amass 5,000 gold between the two of them. 32 kills on 2 units is always something you like to see, unless you're playing against those units. Oh, another... no, I never mind. I was going to say something else. A relic here for Teal. I mean, look, Teal did his best. managed to claw his way back to 111 villagers, which is still more than a lot of other players in the game. Let's take a look if there was any kind of slinging done here. Yeah, so blue slung teal. Very interesting. And green seemed to have slung Rubenstock and Buddy. Okay, so some minor slinging, nothing crazy to write home about. But wow, anytime you have teams with Tato on one side and Valis on the other, I mean, take a look at the mini-map. On the southern, western, and northern parts of the map and along the east, do you see anywhere you can even see green grasslands? Only when you get to this part is there some open spaces. But look at this. This is just absolutely bonkers. This is my favorite part of these games. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Which one was this? This is the one with Tato, right? As the Sicilians, Rubenstock as the Portuguese. Okay, oh, we got some good players here too. Mahai, Barles, Margugu, Poseidon, Kaput, Ganji, Buddy, Dratek. Okay. Let's take a look at this game. This one should be fun too. I mean, these are some pretty good players. Adorable little cows here. Look how beautiful they are. Ready to be taken photos of for Instagram, no doubt. So we've got red, green, yellow, and purple. Red, green, yellow, and purple. Which, I don't know why it always does this. This should be Team West. And this should be Team East. Okay, let's take a look in counterclockwise position. Barles playing as the Magyars this time. Mahai as the Bohemians. That is a very powerful civ. We don't even need to check what civ this is with the two berry bushies. We know that Buddy is playing the Gurjaras. And Dratek playing as the Poles. Opposing them, Margugu as the Lithuanians. Capo? I'm going to call it Cap, I think, in the last game. Playing as a Japanese. A good civ to have a massive lake for. Remember, they have big fishing ship advantages. Ganji as the Turks. That might be problematic for Team West. And Poseidon as the Byzantines. Yikes. Team East here with a big, powerful civilization roster. Although Gurjaras, Bohemians, Magyars, and Poles, not exactly weak civs in their own count. And my God, what an absolutely ugly map. Take a look at the mini-map. And let's try to count the avenues of attack. We've got one here to the north. Immediately south of it, we've got number 2. Immediately south of that, we've got number 3, which itself branches out into 1, 2, 3. And then whatever the hell this is. Okay, in any event, let's not try to, I'm not going to try to guess where the players are going to put their walls. This is just an absolute mess of a map. Purple has a lake, yellow has a lake, green has a lake, and red has a lake. Orange does not. Blue, teal, and gray have a lake. Gray has 2 apiece. So orange here, unfortunately, our Byzantine, unless he sends a villager the long way around, is not going to have access to fishing ships. Especially not if he walls off only this portion right in sight of this lake. But what he will have is a nice little expansion that basically gives him 3 boars for free. And all of his resources are backwards facing. So if he ever comes under attack, there's no better civilization, in my opinion, in this game to take a punch to the face than the Byzantines. I mean, their structures just get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Mustafa, you're rooting for Team West. For Barles and the boys. Let's see. Red pinging over here. Seeing that there's a wall off, or maybe not seeing that there's a wall off. Thinking that he can be the person walling off. He must see the dead bear here, seeing that there potentially is a villager. And Teal, with the perfect micro here out of Cap, creates a wall off. Red cannot pass. Although I wonder if he wants to. He's already walled off the south. I am hearing bears attacking things left, right, and center, but what I don't see is the actual bears attacking. Lots and lots of cocaine bears on this map. If anyone watching this has seen Cocaine Bear, my usual appeal, please let me know how it is. The dumber the movie, the more likely I will watch it and enjoy. villager trying to wall off against the bear. Unfortunately, purple poking and prodding him does actually manage to do it. Amazing move here by Poseidon. Under attack by purple, still manages to get that bear trapped. A little bit of a high-speed chase happening here. Margugu chasing Dratex. Why is he pinging here? Scout Cav. Okay, red is under attack. Where's his nearest villager? Nowhere close. Okay, he's sending the villager to repair, I guess. Yeah, you see, here's what I would have done as red. I would have sent the male villager to finish building the dock, and I would have sent the female villager to repair the palisade. Not that it would have made any real difference here. The scout has barely made a dent into the HP of this palisade. Wow, okay. Lots and lots of attempts to wall people in. Blue is going to run into a purple wall off trying to get home. He's saying, oh no, I got to take the long way around. F that, I'm just going to attack this palisade. And any villager that comes forward, a la this guy, I am going to just attack, although he's got very little HP. Red aggressively walling off his portion of the map. Green making no effort to assist any of his teammates. Has garrisoned his 7 livestock. What do you call them? Units? Livestock is just livestock. What do you mean by walk-offs, your mom? Oh god, cocaine bear in action here. But the camel will come help it out. Yeah, Corey, he went into the forest after a particularly hard day at bear work. Put a little line, snorted it, and just had a good time. Hibernated for a good few months. But the villager wall-offs, they're incredibly annoying. Because not only do you have to micro, you spend all these resources, and then 20 minutes into the game, these mean nothing anyway. Because they get demolished by Castle Age units, or they just get... people just go around them with onagers. It's one of those big, like, catch-22s of Black Forest, in my opinion, that you spend so much energy in the early stages of the game fighting villagers and scouts and wild animals and everything under the sun just to get these wall-offs done that at the end of the day don't really matter that much. Look at these two. This reminds me of, like, that couple they found in Vesuvius, I think, that died holding hands. 2 boars laying down to die, but look. Yeah, okay, so you expended all this wood, not a lot, but now they're busting in, and you have to now expend stone. So what the hell was the point of this? I guess the point is not to get attacked, right? You don't want Gray's tower over here, so you have to scramble and rush. But again, on maps that these that are ugly like this, that there's no one or two ways of attack. Is this even all the way to the end? Oh no, purple dropping the ball. Barrels, uncharacteristic. Or no, maybe I'm the one who's wrong. No, there's a tree there. Second time I haven't noticed the tree because they look, one kind of leads into the other. Even with the small tree mod, it is a little bit confusing. More and more players hitting up to feudal. What is going on here? A bunch of wild boars getting taken out. You watch Fat Slop. Oh yeah, multiple areas of wall off. Although again, like I said, the second any of these players hits castle, these wall offs mean absolutely nothing. So I wonder if your APM, if your micro is better placed trying to get up to fast castle than it is to send villagers to wall off parts of the map that may or may not be useful. Let's see who's expanding on the water. Obviously anyone with a lake. Gray here taking both lakes, telling Orange, sorry, you are on your own here. Orange with the lowest score in the game. Oh no. What is he building? Only... Well, he's got a fishing ship. What the hell? Orange with the ballsy move. Poseidon here taking on, with the lowest score in the game, taking on Barrels, trying to teeth his fish. Good luck with that. He is not producing anything else out of this dock. And red has walled himself in significantly also to the north here. Okay, so this is a, I guess, a tertiary wall off in case this wall off fails. In case this wall off fails, you now have this backup of a house. And okay, maybe not. Never mind. Decides to just leave it unclosed. Another word for that would be just open. More boars being lured by him, though maybe that's where his focus is. Barrel's getting rid of all the fishing ships and now managing to attack this dock. Military count still equal at 6 and 7. Villager count basically identical, 144, 138. But 2 members of Team East are on their way to Castle. Team West, however, 2 members are already there, Buddy and Mahai. Let's check in on Mahai. We haven't seen his base in a while. 2 town centers going up for him. 1 beautifully placed near the gold, 1 beautifully placed near the wood. And what about Buddy from the Clown Legion? Also 2 town centers, 1 over here, 1 over here. So they are continuing to expand their civilian population. Mahai with, I think, the lowest number of villagers on his team at the moment. Teal walling off. Okay, so now we've got 2 players on each team in Castle, but take a look at the right side of your screen for Team East. Gray and orange will be in the Castle Age light years ahead of Dratek and Barl's red and purple. Oh yeah, Corey, are you talking about the Greek fire upgrade? Is that the one you're mentioning? Okay, more boar pulls for our Greek, but now blue moving forward with a pretty aggressive castle placement here. Purple walling off. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I rarely... There are some upgrades that I don't think I've ever actually seen used, and Greek Fire might actually be one of them. Although I don't really cast a lot of water-based maps. And when I do, players generally choose like the Vikings or Koreans, Italians, things like that. Turtle ships, by the way, super cool unit. Just random comment off the top of my head. Oh yeah, like a flamethrower, Atlas. Are there no? I mean, I'm not as big into the gameplay of Age of Empires 3 and 4. There's no unit that's similar to like a flamethrower unit. There's like a fire ship, but on land. I know for AoE 2, obviously there isn't, but I'm not too familiar with AoE 3 and 4. As castle under attack by a interestingly placed tower. But Petard will have something to say about that tower. Oh man, purple Barles thought he was getting cheeky here, placing this tower at the edge, using it as part of his wall off, or just use torches. Yeah, I wonder if they would have oh god, though, these villagers. Yeah, he needs to move those janissaries out of the way so he can attack the tower. Good. I wonder if there's eventually going to be a unique civilization upgrade. You know how the you can call it a revolution, a Flemish revolution. I wonder if there's going to be one where it's like it gives your villagers pitchforks and torches, and then it's like maybe call it like the Frankenstein upgrade, and then they all of a sudden become paramilitary, where they get so like angry and they have, you know, like bloodlust, like ogre bloodlust from the original Warcraft game, or rather Warcraft 2, and they just go and attack and go bonkers. You know, fun to see. I mean, if any Age of Empires lends itself to that, it's definitely the medieval based, this one, AoE 2. Villagers with pitchforks and torches storming their opponents' bases, looking for monsters to kill. Oh, AoE 3 has it? Yeah, Atlas, exactly. They'd be like a Tarkin, right? Holding that flaming torch. Except they'd be villagers, so they'd probably attack on a smaller amount. In any event, Orange inserting himself here with Blue's help. into Purple's base. Barrels might be in a bit of trouble. This fleet here completely undefended, although not much to defend, only 2 fishing ships. Let's see what he decides to build. Any military infrastructure for him at all? No. Barrels is very cocky that this one tower can hold back these Janissaries, and this one tower can hold back this Mangonel. Let's see if his opponent... Oh, and Orange is walling him off from his teammate. Dick move out of Poseidon, although dick move for Team West. Amazing move here for Team East. Blue sneaks in his Janissaries before. So Barrels now has no way to escape. He does not have villagers anywhere else out on the map, I don't think. What you see is what you get. He's got 38 villagers here. And they are now in serious danger. Yellow pinging here. I don't think anyone's going to come to help you. You're going to have to help yourself. Green does not have an army to send north. Red does not have an army to send north. Barrels is under attack in a 2-on-1. Yellow is on his own. A desperate emergency tower going up. These Janissaries might want to back up a little bit. Although, hello, Garrison. Yes, there we go. Garrison them, but a little bit too late. And now Yellow does not know that there's a wall here, but does see this. Thankfully, Barrels' vision does allow him to see this, so he should be able to guess that he's about to get completely isolated from his opponent. Red moving in with a defensive castle. Gray with an offensive castle. I'm not surprised Command and Conquer has that option. That would be the game for it. But not a bad idea for Age of Empires 2. Also to have a bunch of angry mob rule. Oh god, Barrels is in serious trouble. What is happening here? Where did you come from? Okay, he demolished a part of his own wall to let these 2 mangoes in. Oh no. I am starting to get scared for Team West here. Red, another wall off. Oh my god. Red, Dratek avoiding confrontation here, choosing instead to just delay his opponent. Who hit Imperial first? Margugu did. That is bad news bears for Dratek, because you know petards, you know trebuchets are coming out. Yellow. Okay, he's got monks. Not a bad use of his lake here. 39 fishing ships. That's pretty damn good. Mustafa, you think it's over? I mean, I hope not. But 39 fishing ships is pretty damn good. He's getting out monks. No, he's got monasteries, but no monks. Does he have any gold? Yellow? Only 100 gold. Our Bohemian. Not really able to take. Remember, Bohemians have that super duper cool feature where they can turn their monks into trash units by making their gold cost into food. Unfortunately, he does not have the resources, although it did just balance his economy, selling a shit ton of wood. And what is he going to do with it? He's going up to Imperial. Why is he rushing to Imperial right now? Oh, villagers. Man, I love this move here by Yellow. Sacrifice the villagers. Get the monk. Get the mangonel. Oh, yeah, here you go. There's your mob rule. They don't need pitchforks. They don't need torches. They'll just get out of the castle and use their swords to just completely destroy that mangonel. But Barrels, this is the moment he chooses to research ballistics. He doesn't have a single military unit out on the map right now. And let's see. I mean, he's holding on. They're not really pushing into him. He's got a little bit of a nook here to expand in the north. Yellow. Okay, 3 siege workshops. Oh, yeah. Ballistics himself. Town watch. So, yeah, he's gonna... I'm hoping he's gonna be able to see at least... Oh, barracks going down as well. Okay. Our Bohemian trying to do something. Trying to, help out his friend here. Dratek under attack. Big surprise there with another aggressive castle, but he's now an Imperial. He should be able to produce Trebs. Instead, he's producing Obuch. Okay, not a bad idea. You love to see Lechai, whose attack ignores armor, fight against Obuchs, whose attack reduces armor. So that's going to be a potentially very interesting fight here that we have on our hands. How are these castles coming under attack? Oh, from his towers. Look at Barles. The way he's playing, so calm and relaxed. Would you even know that he's under attack right now? Absolutely not. He's just hanging out, relaxing. Although now, finally, some battering rams are going to try to make an issue of it. Yellow, literally 2 seconds away from Imperial. Let's see what he does when he gets there. His resources got a lot of wood, not a lot of much else. Red loses his castle here, but does have a defensive one behind Teal, establishing himself here in the center, saying, no one's taking this land. I'm just going to take it myself. I'm going to take the gold. I'm going to take the stone. Blue. Daboody daboo-die, what are you doing? Fishing ships galore, and still just the 8 Janissaries that he had from the beginning of the game. I mean, they're not really pushing into Barles, who now has his own battering rams out. Has to be careful, though. Blue does have a mangonel here. And yellow, I mean, I have big hopes for yellow. First of all, he's got to get rid of this wall off, or at least onager some of these trees out of the way. And now we've got green chakram throwers. Okay, they should zone out these gray halberdiers, but unfortunately only 3 of them. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this archer army. We've got 4 feudal age archers, 0 kills, 0 upgrades for these Lithuanian archers. More and more Lechai being produced. Yellow, why are you wasting your stone defending against these walls? Get out an onager. Get out something. Hufnice upgrade, yes. Now remember, they recently increased the cost of this. Oh god, and now Team West pushing out siege elephants. Or are they still just armored? They are just armed. Now they're siege elephants, right as I interrupt myself. With the chakrams, they should be able to get rid of all of this, especially with the red meat shield here. Very strong push coming out of Buddy and Dratak. To the north, though, Yellow still struggling with how to bust through this area. I mean, one mangonel should be able to do it just fine. Ufnitsa is still 20 seconds away. Like I said, they tried to nerf it. They increased the food by, what, 150 food and 50 gold? And they reduced the blast radius from 0.8 to 0.7, I think? Or 0.5? No, now it's 0.7. Sorry, it wasn't a Hufnitsa yet. Now, 0.7. Okay, they're going to rip through these. Take a look at the 250 attack bonus against 300, rather, against buildings. Look at that. And remember, these guys do extra bonus damage as Bohemian halberdiers. And now there's enough infrastructure here. There's enough narrow alleys to clog the way so that Team West cannot advance any further. Absolutely epic game as well. We're only 36 minutes into the game. Okay, market's going up for green. I am surprised that we're only 36 minutes in. I for sure thought we were at least 40 something minutes. Okay, get your pike, your halbs, move out. Move out, move out, move out. You've got to help your opponent. He is under huge amounts of pressure here. His siege is under pressure from, what is this, a cataphract. Battering ram making an issue, but a few villagers should be able to get rid of it, although one does look like she's about to get converted. We'll see if Barles saves her, if she enters the castle fire. Enters the castle fire, but the castle is busy attacking a house for some bizarre reason. Barles walled himself in on the cusp, on the absolute cusp of being eliminated here. Yellow has to save the day, and it looks like with his Hufnitsas, he should be able to, picking off so many of these bombard cannons. Oh god, these Janissaries, are they elite yet? They look elite to me. Let's see. No, they are not. Have to be careful. Yeah, get the castle, get the castle, get the castle. How many of these guys? 10. Oh my god. Remember, this unit is not cheap. I think it's what is it, 250, 200, or 225, 225, 450 resources in total. Oh, it is absolutely fun game, Atlas. By the way, Mustafa, you still think it's GG? You still think it's over, or you think Team West still has a chance here? Especially with this insane push out of our yellow Bohemian. And isn't this an absolutely epic matchup? Turks versus Bohemians. You have the OG gunpowder sieve against the newer upgraded gunpowder sieve. Obviously, the Hufnitzas take the cannons, but Janissaries, you never, ever write these guys off, especially when you're fighting them with halberdiers. Green pinging here, red pinging here. I think green wants to set up trade. Genji needs hussars. Let's take a look at his base as blue. Yeah, remember the Turks get that upgrade automatically for free. One of the very cool features about them. Is he building any? Yeah, he's got one hussar, who is, I think this must be the original scout cavalry that he had in the beginning of the game. And now yellow with the massive incursion has managed, at least for now, to save his teammate Barles on the brink, on the absolute brink of elimination. But now the fighting here is going to get real serious. Elite Lechai, 20 attack, ignoring armor is absolutely bonkers. Need to do, look at how quick the chakrams get rid of these guys. It's absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting how good chakram throwers are against infantry. Okay, winged hussars have entered the chat as well, although these Schlachter Cavaliers must be doing a good amount of damage. How many kills? Only 10. Okay, interesting. Barles finally able to escape the clutches of Ganges and Poseidon's attempt to kill him and build a bit of infrastructure outside of his base. Already has a market, a lumber camp rather, and a town center. So let's see him. What has he got? 9 light cav and a battering ram. Yellow pinging over here saying, please destroy this wall. I want to get through here. Barles obliging. And now green orange sees it, immediately backs away, immediately runs away. Why are the chakrams stuck behind here? Red needs to move his freaking cavaliers out of the way. What is he doing? Okay, he's throwing away 10 cavaliers to kill, or try to kill a trebuchet, which he absolutely gets, but loses a bunch of units. Oh, this is not a fight you want to take. Chakrams are not going to do jack against Lechai, I don't think. Oh, what a powerful unit. Take a look at this. 3,600 HP. They're going to decimate. They are absolutely going to decimate, but with maybe chakram support? No bonus against cavalry, I don't think. No, so they're just attacking a basic 6. Oh my god, Lithuanian so powerful. That Lechai is so annoying to deal with. And now Barles exacting his revenge on the player who tried to knock him out of the game. How many Hufnitzas? My goodness, what is this? Guys, I'm trying to click as best I can. 13 Hufnitzas, my god. Yeah, they absolutely can take that fight, and they absolutely did. Red's Cavaliers melted without those chakram throwers doing as little damage as they're doing, but with that 100% pass-through rate, they were able to stand tall. And now we've got a stalemate here to the south. What do we got here? A stalemate in the middle. And now yellow, our Bohemian, trying to take on our Turk and our Byzantine. But remember, take a look at the HP on this barracks. 3,000 HP on a barracks. Oh man, can they take a punch to the face? Oh god, has to be careful though. Remember, Hufnitsa can actually take a shot to the face. Oh, converted Hufnitsa for our Byzantine. And now hussars for Barles. But where is our Turk with his hussars? None on the menu for him. 8 bombard cannons. Needs a meat shield though. This is a lot of ranged units, a lot of exposed range units. If purple charged into here, bad news bears for Ganji. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He needs some good attack rounds here. Oh no, enough halberdiers to shoo him away. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, our pole with Schlachter has replenished. Would probably do well to delete these walls, no? Give himself a wider angle of attack. Oh god, Lechai taking a terrible engage here, but even with the terrible engage, take a look at how many kills on these guys. Only 9 so far. Halberdiers stepping in to do the damage. A wall off over here, continuing. Yeah, an absolute comeback so far from Team West. Although, take a look, Hufnitsa count down from 13 to 7. Is he building more? No, he is not building more because, again, they're just so damn expensive and he has no gold. Yellow, he's got 16 trade cards. You are going to be in a world of trouble if you push your a ranged unit like the Turks, a ranged civ rather, into a choke point like this. They can hold this choke point all the livelong days, especially with bombard towers and support. Yellow has to retreat yesterday. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this absolute choke point here that our Turkish player has created fantastically. Okay, Lechai on the move. We missed a big battle here. Looks like sorry guys, I'm gonna, as always, I'm gonna do something I very rarely do. I want to see what this battle was. This looks like there's a massive battle here while the North was happening. Okay, what is this? 52 Lechai, 40 Cavaliers, 32 Chakrams. Let's see if they, if they decide to take your advice and go for these Chakrams. Yes, they split off a bunch of them. What an absolute disgusting battle here for both teams. Nobody is coming out of this looking good. Lechai, hello. Hello. Wake up. Lechai to the north. Okay. Gray must be doing something else somewhere on the other side of the map. Paladin upgrade coming in for Barrels. Still very much a standoff here, but with Paladins. Oh, he's got only 600 gold, though. Not sure how many Paladins he'll be able to create. Does have 26 trade carts on the way. I mean, Green is doing a good job here with Chakrams. He just needs a bigger army. He's got 69 trade carts, Green. He must be slinging his team. There's no way he's not. With 69 freaking trade carts? Are you kidding? Wow. And now we've hit yet another stalemate here. Treb's moving forward. Nothing really to Treb here. Not too sure you really need them at the moment. The tinkle tinkle of Halberdier versus Halberdier. Everyone loves to hear that adorable sound. Barrel's throwing away Hussars because he's got 20 Paladins on the way. Nothing happening here. Nothing happening here. This little area here is very much being used for trade. Okay, nothing happening. I'm going to put the screen on here, but I want to take a look at the trade of Team East. 10 trade cards, 34, 33, and 23. Wow. That is not a lot, actually, compared to the 69 of Buddy, actually. My goodness. And now, again, a stalemate. Hufnitsa count down from 7 to 4. Although there is a fifth one somewhere, not on the map. Cataphract. 8 of them coming in. And now Team East has to be careful. These Paladins are a game changer, especially with these Hal backup. But Paladins running into Bombard Towers, not exactly the best use. Something's coming under attack here. Just a castle from our Purple Magyar. Another... You know, I thought Red should have deleted these walls, but actually they're creating a beautiful choke point here. Teal would actually do well to knock these walls down, I think. Does he have the 14 range? Let's see. Yes, he does. Absolutely, he does. So that is going to be absolutely deadly against these 13 range Hufnitsas. Good eye. I did not notice that he had researched that upgrade. Oh, man. It's right at the tip of my tongue what it's called. I absolutely forget right now. Lechai moving in. Should be able to take this fight quite handily. Winged Hussars from our pole. Now backed up by Arbalests. Oh, these Lechai. God, they're so annoying and so powerful. Needs a few monks, though, to heal these up. But yeah, Teal needs to destroy these walls ASAP. So guys, we've got, we're 54 minutes into the game, and we've got basically 2 stalemates. 6 Hufnitsas, it looks like now. Should be able to get these, at least one of these Bombard Tower, but Purple throwing away, Barrels throwing away a few too many Paladins, although they are on the hunt. They want some Bombard Cannons here. These Bombard Cannons are very weak. 3 of them are 1 attack away from dying. Our Turkish player does lose most of his, but 2 more in the production tab, so stay tuned for more of those. The problem for Team East is they are out of gold. Poseidon and Cap have the most gold here. Cap wasting it, rather choosing to save it not wasting it on building halberdiers. Artillery, that's the name of it. Yes, thank you so much. Random Treb enters the chat, leaves. How many monks here for orange? 6 monks, not bad. But he knows he's not going to take this fight, so he has to retreat. Teutonic monks would be amazing here, healing at twice the distance. And now take a look at the map. Take a look at all the yellow halberdiers streaming across the map. Yellow might want to build some infrastructure somewhere closer by so that he doesn't have to reinforce from so far away. And we are still stuck here, still deciding who the hell is going to come in or who the hell is going to go out. Okay, an interesting tower here for Cap. Do they have Yasama? Yes, they do. So 3 arrows for these towers make them very, very annoying to deal with, especially when they attack on a 15. Now it looks like Team West is pushing Team East back. Turkish cavalry archers, not bad choice, but not the most upgraded ones. I mean, attack and defense upgrade, but HP upgrades, bloodlines will help. But where is that last upgrade adding another 20 HP to them? And not too sure. I mean, that's the issue with the Turks, right? They have no trash units to speak of. So they are an incredibly gold-intensive civilization. And Ganji here, as the Turks, has 116 gold. But he's producing 32. Finally gets rid of the walls. Is producing 32 heavy cavalry archers, what I wanted to say. Leichai are not going to destroy this army on its own. Purple trade cards making a very ballsy path here in the middle of a battlefield. Where the hell are you going? But the issue here for Team West, they have nothing to respond to these 5 trebuchets. How do you counter mass chakram? You try your best to either go siege, I guess, or you just surround them with Leichai, right? I mean, they only attack on a 6, and they have no bonus against any kind of cavalry. And their HP is horrible, 50. So each time the Leichai hits them, he does 21. Only 3 hits and a chakram thrower dies. Whereas take a look, 130 HP, they attack on a 6. And take a look at their armor. 5 and 5. So literally 1 damage every time the chakram attacks. Oh, Bartles saying, I remember 30 minutes ago when you built a bunch of castles in my base. Ganji has villagers on gold. Let's check that out. He does not, but what he does have is 73 trade cards. This is keeping the blue Turk alive. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But they are being pushed further and further into Orange's base. They need to change up the army composition here. They need something to be able to get rid of these paladins. More and more halberdiers are needed. These cavalry archers should be good at picking off Yellow's halberdiers. But the problem is, where are these 4 bombard cannons from our blue Turk? He needs those desperately. He needs those here yesterday. What is happening up here? Nothing. More infrastructure for green. Wants to be able to reinforce quicker. Yeah, exactly, Atlas. It's like a yin-yang over here. One is winning to the north, one is winning to the south. Leichai, God, they're such a hard unit to fight against. Look how quickly they demolished this Treb. Look at that. Although I think it did take a Treb shot to the face. Now, looks like Team East is pushing in here yet again. This time backed up by Japanese upgraded towers. Although now they're called keeps with the final upgrade red, making I'm assuming a last-ditch effort here. Where are his units? He's got very few units here. These Leichai are the champions to the south. But okay, now we've got a bit of a fairer fight here. Blue will be able to pick off a lot of these paladins. No, you gotta defend these guys. Defend your bombard cannons. Oh God, Orange a little bit too slow. Poseidon, but now take a look at this. 63 halberdiers. Poorly placed. Very poorly placed halberdiers here. Should be going south to attack these paladins while these cavalry archers attack the halberdiers. Oh, this is not good here for Team West. These bombards are going to die, but they're going to take out a tower. At least they get something. Orange moving forward. Orange just lost 63 halberdiers for no discernible reason. And now we've got Japanese halberdiers making quick work. Remember, they attack 33% faster. And in come the Hufnitzes. 10 of them, my god. Wow. Okay. Gandhi doing a good job using these cavalry archers. Must have a shit ton of kills on them, right? Oh no, only 30 for now. Purple seems to be out of... oh my god, Barles is out of paladins. What's his gold like? 141... No, 400 gold only. And now this is problematic. Take a look at how quickly he can replenish Can Orange. These Byzantine, remember, these are basically super duper trash units for the Byzantines. Oh god, again the bombard cannons are exposed, but manages luckily to get them through this narrow alleyway with a few halberdiers. These halberdiers have to babysit. They have to do a follow command if anything. Oh god, the Hufnitzes took out so many cav archers. And yet again, absolutely no movement here to the south. Lechai being produced by the dozen and dying, but they should be able to take care of these arbalests. Oh, what an annoying unit to deal with. Green, where is his army? Are you kidding me? 16 chakrams and 8 camel riders. He needs to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers, to quote the Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, and now Team East is pushing back. Holy yeah. What an absolute banger of a game. Something's attacking something here. We've got one Japanese halberdier with 3 kills to his name, very, very slowly chasing trade carts, although good luck to him. Orange and blue not caring about the castle, knowing it's about to go down any second now, moving in. But halberdiers dying. Orange, how many are you building? 98 halberdiers in the production queue for Orange. 8 trebs in total. Looks like East is going to hold here to the north. Looks like East is pushing into the south, finally taking control. But control of what? A few inches of land. Red has regrouped. Green with 30 chakrams is inside the battlefield. Finally, heavy camel riders. Not the greatest upgrades on them. Although, yeah, I'm sorry, they are missing the last upgrade because the Gujaras do not get that upgrade. And now let's see, the Lechai have a new target to fight. How will they stand up against these camels with a massive, oh, where is it? Oh god, he just lost all his camels. He just lost all his camels. Stalemate continuing here. Turkish cavalry archers, 89 trade carts for our blue Turk is absolutely bonkers. But what's even more bonkers? 19 Hufnitzes. Oh my goodness. Mihai wants to end this game yesterday. When's the last time you saw 19 Hufnitzes with 129 kills? Although 11 of that is friendly fire. Uh-oh. Teal, make use of your trebs or get them the hell out. And now the pathing for these trade carts might be an issue because there are Lechai streaming in everywhere, and they are a ridiculously fast unit. I thought they were faster than 1.4. Huh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought they were faster than that. Stalemate continues. Lots of clumping units dying to these Hufnitzes. Let's take a look at their kill count now. 135. Purple rebuilding his paladin count. Green pinging here. Why is he pinging here? I guess, okay, delete one of the markets. There's a lot of congestion here. This is 6 trade cards that are not doing anything. Red rebuilding another town center, has managed to get into this part of the map. Gets 4 free boars for it. And now Team East is pushing back. Now it looks like Team East is on the cusp of victory here, although can't keep losing so many cavalry archers. He's got only 11, only now elite cataphract being researched, but how many does he have? 7. Only 7 cataphracts are going to be elite. Oh yeah, you love to see them. Such a fun unit to see. Okay, manages to get what? 1? Hufnitze? 19 still left. Blue bringing forward the meat shield. He wants more military supply. Or yeah, maybe he wants to build structures. I thought he was going to sacrifice these villagers the way they do in StarCraft sometimes. Leichai continuing to push in. I would love to see at the end of the game how many kills. 42 Leichai in production. Bombard tower going up, but now we've got Paladins back in the game. Unfortunately for the Paladins, they're about to run into a forest of 42 Halberdiers. And more Leichai. I don't know who has the better trade here. 42, 90, 100, 150, basically 200 for Team West. What is this? 120, 170, about 260 for Team East. So Team East with more of the trade, although I don't know how far their markets are apart from each other. Oh, here we go. The Pole is making an issue of the situation now. Leichai ignoring him completely, going for the archers, knowing that these Japanese halberdiers are going to absolutely demolish these cavaliers out of our pole. Oh god, you don't want to engage into Japanese infantry if you don't absolutely have to. Yasama base towers coming forward, more and more trebuchets. 5. The stalemate here continues. No one is gaining an inch of ground. Absolutely no one. Yellow, I think, could micro maybe his Hufnitzas better. Maybe divide them into 3 or 4 attack groups, or control groups, I guess. And the massacre continues. Oh, we're gonna have fun counting up all the kills at the end of this game. And then I think I have to go eat some dinner, because it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes of casting. Oh, again, the bombard cannons are exposed, but orange pivots just in time. Beautiful maneuver here. And what is happening to the south? Now we've got Leichai inside green's base. We've got an emergency castle being built here for red that green is pinging. And here we go. Look at this beauty. Aggressively placed infrastructure supported by how many Japanese towers? 13 of them. Still hasn't lost a single treb, it looks like. Yeah, still the same 5 halberdiers. Oh wow, he has babysat these arbalests quite well, has Dratek. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the time where if you can cut around your opponent with an onager, it is. Did they just take something from an invisible marketplace or something? Yeah, if you can cut. Oh yeah, full work is really your top priority right now. I don't even know where these players should pivot at the moment. Castle attacking infrastructure here, walls. Uh-oh. Not good for the Hufnitzas. Have to back up, meaning that these paladins are completely unsupported. 11 bombard cannons for our blue Turk with 14 range, as Mustafa pointed out. Oh no, this is potentially deadly here. I'm seeing a lot of random little blue dots, although they are just basic infrastructure. I mean, orange building 12 cataphracts off the back of 2 castles would do well to maybe build up some kind of stronger unit than the Halb, although the Halb has been helping. But the Halbs are going to die if to these Hufnitzas, these castles, these everything. But finally, the Turk has upgraded its heavy cavalry archers to 100 HP, making them, I think, what, the highest HP cavalry archers in the game. Somebody on my wall posted that I made a comment about how the Turks, in my opinion, have a weak archery roster. Just because, again, they don't get elite skirmishers, they don't get a lot of the most common late game archer units. And then this one person said, well, how can you say that if they have the best cavalry archer? And honestly, I don't know that. Do you think it's the best cavalry archer? I mean, it has the extra HP, but the Magyar cavalry archer is not bad. The Hunnic cavalry archer, where you can pump them out at 20% discount, is not bad at all. Mongol cavalry archers that fire faster are not bad. Tatar cavalry archers with the high ground extra 25% damage are not bad at all. And amen, rant is over. Let's keep watching. Team East is pushing in. It looks like Team West has to hold here to the north because they are crumbling to the south. There is no military here. There's a few camels and a bunch of arbalests that have now 56 kills. But remember, the Leichai have pretty good armor on them, 5 and 5. They absolutely have I think my favorite hand cannoneers have to go to the Hindustani. The Shatagni upgrade gives them the +2 range. 9 range on a hand cannoneer is just absolutely bonkers. Okay, villagers move forward. Halberdiers and a very aggressive villager. She wants to make a difference. She wants to fight and die for the motherland, and she gets her wish. She dies to these cavalry archers who have 61 kills to their name, and now Late Chai are everywhere, and no surprise to anyone, Team East. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. You made dinner. It's still the same game. Well, it just happened to end right as you came back. Yeah, they are. I think the Janissaries do count as archers. But I meant like archery range archers, not really anything else. And I think the person who commented knew that. But, you know, in Age of Empires, there's always somebody who, well, actually, blah, 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 blah. Well, actually, you're wrong, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, as the Viper always likes to say, and absolutely correctly, it all depends. It looks like Purple was massing his own cavalry archers here. 23 are not bad, but they've absolutely lost the South. And my God, it looked like Barles was going to get kicked out of the game, and he still does have the lowest score for his team, not the lowest score in the game. That privilege goes to our Byzantine. But wow, Yellow managed to save him. How many Hufnitzas did he build? Let's take a look at kill count. This is going to be a fun little mathematical. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, 12, 1,700, 2,400, 24, let's say a little bit of 20, 30, no, sorry, 17, 3,450 for the team that lost. And 8, 17, 1,800, 28. So fewer kills for the team that won, actually. Not surprisingly, defenders advantage, more ranged units. But let's take a look. The economy must be absolutely bonkers. 1,000 halberdiers against 725 halberdiers. Wow. Let's see that. Oh yeah, no surprise here that Barles was the biggest recipient of tribute. Our Green Gurjarat, did he really have that big? I mean, he had that huge amount of trade carts, but his infrastructure wasn't that big. I'm surprised that he was the biggest donor here. Our Japanese was the biggest. I don't know. Look at the poll. 30,000 for him from Buddy as well. So it looks like Green was basically bankrolling both red and purple. Not bad at all. Beautiful use of teamwork. And what about the other team? It looks like Ganji received 6,000. Lithuanians 8. So that's about 14,000. Looks like our Japanese and Byzantines. No, the Byzantines received 11,000. Okay. Our biggest donor for Team East was our Japanese player. Yeah, so much more trash. Wow, okay. Incredible. Wow, what an absolute fun game. And I think I have enough. Which one was this? So I have 3 more. We had 4 today. Maybe I'll download 1 more for tomorrow, and then we'll continue the streak of Rage Forest. I mean, I'm having an absolute blast casting these games, although I feel absolutely terrible that I can't do a picture-in-picture live, and I can't really get all the action all the time. But, you know, what can you do? Imagine if I'm this confused. Imagine how the players must be with their APM and their micro. Let's take a look at APM. No, this can't be right. 18. This can't be right. Capture Age has a lot of very cool features that I absolutely do not have any idea. Oh, we can even look here. Relics sent received that I absolutely have no idea how to use. So in any event, there is a lot going on. Yeah, I appreciate it, your mom. Wow. What an absolute banger of a game. Team East pushed in, then was repelled, then re-emerged, pushed in. I think they, if I counted the carts right, they had about 70 or 80 more trade carts than their opponents. Score is incredibly close, although top score is a little bit higher for Team East. Obviously, they took the game. Thank you, everyone who joined. Another fun cast. Absolutely loving these Rage Forest games. So at the end of the day, Team East takes the win. And we are going to end the cast here. Thank you, everyone, for joining on a Friday evening or Saturday morning or what Saturday afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Appreciate you spending the time with me. And I'm going to schedule another one for tomorrow, and we'll have even more fun then as well. So for now, have a good night, good afternoon, good morning, and I'll see everyone. Thanks for joining in. I'll see everyone tomorrow.